so brilliantly white with a tinge of pink.
And now it's starting to look really quite festive.
Oh, Christopher just bent down to take a photograph of me.
Literally like it's a proper tear. Look at the size of that kebab. We're Chris and Marianne, and we've been travelling full time for the past 3 years. We did it! We're currently attempting to drive Trudy, our home on wheels, all the way around the world. In the last episode, we left Cappadocia, and realising that we had a problem with our coolant level, we had a trip to a nearby garage. And now we're continuing our journey to Ankara. Check out how much is on the back of that truck. It looks like it's gonna tip over. Look at that! You wouldn't see that back home, would you? I love it. Okay, we're just stopping for a late breakfast or early lunch. It's 12 o'clock. We're starving.
When are we not?
When are we not? So we're going to see if we can find a bit of pea day or something for breakfast. Look what we've got. A nice meat pea day and a mixed pea day. Turkish pizza for lunch. It's good. It's became one of our staple foods because it doesn't matter where you have it, it tastes good. Cooked in a wood-fired oven. And I love it. Between that and gozleme, and my life is complete. They always serve them with these little pickled chilies, which kind of like pop in your mouth when you eat them, with a bit of pea day. Oh, I've got a bit of a kick. Okay, my mouth's cooled down now. It's a little bit hotter than I thought. All right, we're refueled physically. Back into Trudy and onto the Salt Lake. That's what I call a straight road. It goes on and on for miles straight. Unbelievable. And we really are in a bit of a barren part. It's just flat, plain lands with nothing as far as the eye can see. So looking at the map, we're not quite at the lake yet. But looking over there in the distance, it sure as hell looks like a lake to me. So there are actually two lakes here. There's a small one and a really big salt lake. This is the small one, and then we'll be driving past the big one a little bit later. But it looks really weird, just being white. It's just white. That's very odd looking. So we've just turned around onto the other side of the road to see if we can get down there. I think there's a path down here. Just slow down. Let's have a look. So all the cars have stopped by the side of the road here to get a photograph, and it's not far. We're just going to go and have a look, have a walk out. But there is a little track that goes down there, but the cars there didn't want to go down it, so they kind of blocked the entrance. I think we would have been all right with Trudy, to be fair. This is the road down. This part's all right. The bit coming off the road's a little bit steep there, but it looks like the salt flats in South America, you see.
It's so brilliantly white with a tinge of pink.
So of course it's Mad Dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun again. We planned to get here earlier, but due to Trudy's coolant problems, of course now it's about 1 in the afternoon and absolutely scorching. But we couldn't drive past here without showing it to you and having a look. So as we were walking down, a group of ladies behind us said, you're not actually allowed to come down here to walk on the salt. And to be fair, I can see probably why, because everybody's walking down there. There's quite a lot of people there.
And some people have driven on it as well, and you can see that it's churned it all up. And where it was a lovely white, it's actually gone sort of grey black.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so yeah, we just had a chat to the police down there, and they said here, no. So they're basically protecting it, which is good. It's a good thing. So he said, he pointed us towards the northern lake, where apparently there is a visitor centre. So we're going to go up and have a look up there. All right, back to Trudy. We've driven about 20 minutes north of where we were, and you can see there's another massive salt lake here. This is the main one. This is Lake Tuz, and it's Turkey's second biggest lake, and Tuz in Turkish means salt, and there's a big salt production thing in this area, and it's huge, right next to the road here. That looks like a salt farm there.
You buy salt in the supermarket and it says made in Turkey or comes from Turkey. It's probably it.
We've just spotted a line of people walking out into the lake, so that must be the visitors centre. So we'll see if we can get onto the other side of the road. There you go, we've arrived. Managed to U-turn. It's busy. There's a lot of people. Okay, we parked up. Look, you can see loads of people down on the lake there. Here's the visitor centre.
It's a thing. You actually come and it's a thing.
There you go. Tuz Golu, which is the name of the lake here. It's got a flamingo up there because the area is famous also for certain times of year having flamingos. And it's busy. Look, there's coach tours. Here's the entrance. It's not a quiet, picturesque, peaceful lake, is it?
But it's a thing.
It's a thing. And you come in through some souvenir shops. It's really busy. Ah, here you go, look. Here's some of the salt products. Tuzgulu salt. Marianne, that one's open. Okay, so this is...
Rub your hand in, come wash your hand inside. Come.
You're supposed to rub your hand. What does this do?
Well, this is the salt.
And then tissue.
Case protection, hand, feet, body, only for face.
Soft hands. There you go, that's the sales technique if ever I've seen one. I think this is the busiest place I've been in Turkey for months. It's absolutely rammed.
Yeah, they use the salt. The salt is promoted to have lots of healing properties. It's good for removing dead skin.
So they've definitely turned it into a tourist attraction with the signs and the seating areas to have your photos. And they've got this walkway down. Although the sand is very discoloured here, I assume that's because everybody's walked out on here. We're doing a quick swap of shoes. Although these shoes are old, I don't want to get them encrusted in hard salt. So we've got the water shoes on. Good call. So at different times of year, this would have different amounts of water in it, but it never really gets too deep. It's the second largest lake here in Turkey. The floor is actually really hard. I was expecting to sink in a bit. I'm not sure because it's just been so well trodden in by all the thousands of people that visit. It's not really the white sand Instagram pictures I was expecting. It's getting soft now. The whole floor is like soft, wet, salt. Is that not crazy?
That is crazy.
So we've walked quite a long way from the visitor centre, and now the floor has actually gone white, and it is crystal salt. And the reason it goes muddy is because just under the surface here see, you'll hit the mud. So there's a layer of salt all the way along, just crystal salt. And now it's starting to look really quite festive. It actually looks like it snowed.
Maybe snow. Oh, Christopher just bent down to take a photograph of me.
I didn't even bend down properly.
Chris's bottom is there. Fortunately, his pants
What the
are
hell?
the same colour.
I'm
Otherwise,
exposed.
this could be quite embarrassing.
It's fashionable. I can't believe, literally, like it's a proper tear.
It's not a tear, it's a whole buttock exposing.
I'm gonna hold the bag like that. What about like that? If I walk like that?
No, you're bringing attention to it. Nobody will notice. We were just laughing because obviously in the van we don't have access to a washing machine all the time. So I say to Chris all the time, just go commando.
No, I don't. And I don't. Can you imagine if I was going commando now? I'd be arrested. I'd have to be walking miles to avoid people. Pick me up from a mile down by the side of the road, Marianne.
I'm gonna walk behind you.
Anyway, they shouldn't be looking at my backside anyway. That's the, you know, you shouldn't be looking, should you? It's like Piccadilly Circus. Look, there's a bride as well going out for her photos. I made it through the shop without getting arrested, so that's good. Right, change your trousers, back to Trudy, and off to Ankara.
He said to me, you need to have an outside shower. We do. We just put the shower head out. Chris is rinsing all the salt and the mud off the shoes before they come back inside. Still exposing yourself.
I am, I've just pictured that whilst there's a car behind me. We've jumped back into Trudy, I've changed my trousers, all is good, and now we're heading to Ankara to meet Ilke, our friend, that we met in the Manavgat, the one that gave us the burnt ice cream. Just started to see some skyscrapers of Ankara in the distance there, so we haven't got too far to go. Just entered Ankara and getting a few waves from people there, and the city traffic has already started. How you feeling, love? You still awake?
Still awake.
It's a bit warm. It's warmer here than Cappadocia.
Much warmer.
Merhaba!
Oh, I recognise that caravan.
That's Ilke.
Oh, reversing, because then I'll head to higher.
So we're coming out for dinner. You may remember Ilke from Manavgat campsite and the famous burnt ice cream incident. So here it is, burnt ice cream.
It's like cigarettes. Yeah.
It does smell like cigarettes. You don't like that, do you? You don't like that. Do you like it? They don't like it, but they bought it for us. But he's taking us out for a nice local kebab. We're gonna we just caught up. We're gonna sleep up outside outside his flat and just catch up tonight.
They have offered us their home.
But we have to sleep in Trudy.
We have to sleep in Trudy.
We can't leave her alone in a strange city where she doesn't know anybody. So this is where we're going for dinner, the Muslim kebab, and it's busy, so it means it must be good. This is nice, esme, onions, a lovely looking mixed salad.
Onion with some sumac.
Sumac.
Sumac, yeah.
Sumac.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that kebab. That looks really good. Look at this kebab.
This is Adana.
Adana, yeah. We've got some patlıcan there.
Yeah, this is
Aubergine with
patlıcan.
meat.
And
The lamb.
These are lamb.
Yeah.
It's called küşleme.
Okay,
This is the loin of the lamb. This
nice.
one.
Oh, so they put the whole clove of garlic on the fire and then you eat the inside.
Yeah, all inside.
Good?
Like roasted garlic. I love that.
Okay, I'm just taking a bit of Adana kebab. I've heard it's really, really good. It smells good.
I'm excited about the garlic. Give that garlic.
This is amazing. I wanted to taste the kebab before I ate the whole clove of garlic. That's a really good way of cooking it because it's really mild. Okay, so Ilka was just saying that apparently kebabs are always served with a lot of parsley because if you eat meat, parsley is good for your stomach and your digestion. So we're making a little bit, we got a bit of Adana kebab with a bit of patlıcan, some onions. We're going to put a little bit of parsley in, and then we've made, with this lovely bread here, which is fired on the wood, our own kebab. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please consider clicking the subscription button below and join us on the next episode as we explore the Turkish capital city of Ankara.